Mm. Okay. Now, I think we lost from here, right? Apps.
Mm.
Okay. So here we can see all apps that are available in Salesforce by default. So these apps, the default apps, will be different based on your edition and what kind of org you have subscribed for. This is because I have signed up for sales, so I have a sales, service, marketing, and all. So if you have like subscribed for different clouds, you will be having a different apps based on your cloud what you are subscribing. Okay, so these are all apps. What do you see the big tiles? Those are all apps, and all remaining items are nothing but tabs. Okay, we are explaining what is a tab, right? First, we'll go to the what is an app. So let's say I already opened a sales app. So when you opened an app, you see multiple options to navigate to different pages. Okay, first one is a home page, and next is an opportunity is saying. So whatever tab you are looking at, so this will be treated as a tab. There is like a different tab. This is a home tab. This is an object tab. Object tab means you will be going to access the object through that tab. So how we can create this tab? So what are all the standard things that are offered by Salesforce? These are all like a, tabs for a standard objects. And okay, I don't want these tabs to be visible here. How I can remove them or get rid of it? So you can see a pencil icon. This pencil icon, what it will give us, it is specific to you, not to the app or not to the profile, not to anything organization. It's up to you. It's a personal view where you can control, even though you the admin, like mean you what you configured for any app, still the end user can have an option to control what they can see and what order they are seeing. They can have an option to modify it by clicking on this pencil at the end of the tabs. So here you have a option to remove or add or reorder whatever you want. You can do everything. So when you say reset, so however it is before, it will be set switch to the default view. So if you want to add more items, so you can look at all this and you can use a plus symbol to add to your navigation. Okay, that's how you can do it. Reordering or adding more things you can do here. Pencil. Okay, okay. Then we coming back to what is an tab. So tab is nothing but the link or a kind of uh, thing where you can navigate to a different pages from your app. So when you say what is an app, app is a bundle of tabs, is nothing but an app. So what of yeah, it's Salesforce sales app is provided is what are all the tabs that you see. So you have a option to access the opportunities. So when you're saying like if you take end user, so you created some object, how they will access that object? All is through these tabs only. If you create a tab, then only the end user can access any of the object or any of the pages, whatever you want to give access to them. You have to create a tab. Tab is the way where you can have a navigation to the common users in Salesforce. So if you want to create anything at the end or at the starting, you have to create a tab and give access to the tab. Then only the end users will access it. This is the first step to access anything. Okay. Okay. So we are saying a tab. So only objects we can access from the tab? No. There are different things we can access from the tab. First is a object tab. we'll go into deeper when we have a tabs. So so far we know what is an app. App is nothing but a bundle of tabs. Tab is what which will give you a navigation to the any feature in Salesforce, and what all features or what are the different types of tabs we're going to cover. So again, like I'm not going to drill down, and I want to back to a profile and show you where we are. Okay, page layouts we covered. So it's not like it's done. Okay, I'm just showing you. If you say a profile, what are all you have access in a profile. I'm not done with the page layouts. I'm not done with the tabs. I'm not done with the app. Okay, but I am trying to explain here what are all you can have access or control in a profiles. But I want to explain here. Okay, so if you see the apps, there are like two sections here. Custom app settings. When you have like any custom apps, you will see all these apps here. Whether you want to visible or not, you can check these boxes. So when we open this app menu, we see some apps here, right? Almost we see three, four. We see almost 12 apps we're seeing. So for some profile, you don't want to show all those apps. You want to restrict or add more apps. Even though you create, you have to give access in the sections. Then only the users will able to see that app. Okay, so you see the checkbox, right? Visible and default. So visible means you can see that app. Default means whenever they log in, that app will be a default. So they will directly log on. So launch page will be the app page. That will be when you set it as a default. Then tab settings. So we seen multiple tabs, right? In each app we have a tabs. So the tabs for the tabs we have default, on, off, and hidden. There are three options for the tab. So this all you have to be specific. When you're taking tab settings, it will be default on, default off, default hidden. These are all three options available for a tab settings. When you say default on, it will always visible to you. When you say default off, it will not show you anywhere. It will show you only in the app launcher. If you see in the bottom right, so here only you will see that tab. When you say default, tab hidden, you will not having access to the tab. Nowhere you will find the tab. That means you don't have access to the tab. So if you want to remove, keep it as a tab hidden. If you want to show, there are two options, on or off. Off will add only in this app launcher, nowhere else. If you use it on, you can directly see on the apps wherever you have added. Then record type settings. This we can cover only after covering the topic. And then administrative formation is what I'm saying. So there are different features. That means like if you have any integration, whether you can do a integration or not, the API level access, and if you have any kind of different clouds, there's a Tableau cloud is available here, and there are so many features which will be given access only if you check these boxes. Okay, and general user permissions, like there are some features whether you're going to have access to it or not. So this is a lightning and classic I need to cover. And these are like kind of permissions where you will control whether the logged in user will have a access or not. When it's a check, that means you have access. When it's unchecked, you don't have access. So what we'll do is at the end of the